Do you know what's the actual key to actively manifest your dream life? It is not only affirmations and things that you write down and you keep telling yourself. Yes, they are important, but without this thing that I'm about to share with you, none of it will work in the long term. You need to understand that manifestation is deeper than these things, right? Where you just simply tell yourself, you program yourself by telling yourself all the things that you want to achieve, imagining that you've already got them. But then a lot of the people, try this out, but they fail. And why is that? Yes, there is a lack of consistency. Yes, there is a lack of a perhaps belief, but the very, very important thing that they lack is this habit, this secret, if you could say so. And it's simply whenever negative emotions come and rise up, instantly telling yourself out loud, no. When you think of something, right, that you want, you start imagining it. When you start thinking, well, what about this factor? I don't have this yet, or I only have a month, or I have no idea how will this happen. I don't have the resources. What if this? What if that? Whenever these thoughts arise, simply say no. Instantly. No, no, no. No. Move on to the next thought. No. No is the magic word, is the key word to succeed in manifesting your dream life. In order to make your manifestation practice be successful, or even not necessarily if you want to call it manifestation, simply if you're a Christian like me and you keep asking God for something and you're expecting to receive that thing, but then on a daily basis you keep doubting. This just simply represents the lack of belief that you have. And that's why it is so important that you eliminate everything that goes against the belief, the this feeling that you have, right? You cannot keep telling yourself, I will have this, I want this, I will have this, I'm grateful for this, but then at the same time go completely against it and tell yourself, yeah, well, maybe it's not as easy as it looks. Because if you tell that it's not as easy as it looks, it's exactly the experience that you will be going through. Okay? So my biggest advice to you, and this is something that I've also been working on, is simply whenever a bad thought arises, instantly try to dismiss it. Even say no out loud. Okay? No, no, no. By thinking of negative things, you will gain zero advantage. You will only have more stress. You will have more of a lack of a faith that you will actually be able to succeed, and you will then have less motivation, less drive. That's why it is so important to just reject these, and instead of that time thinking of what may happen that would prevent you from achieving the success, simply spend more time manifesting, pondering on these good thoughts, on these thoughts of success, prosperity, gratitude. Those are the thoughts you want. So to finish everything off, simply start practicing this habit of saying no. Okay? Become confident. The more confidence you build that you will be able to achieve your goal, the easier it becomes, honestly. Imagine that right now, okay, you didn't have any doubt that you would achieve the success that you're chasing after. How would you act? How would you feel? How would you behave? How much more energy would you have? How much more work would you be able to put in if you knew that that dream of yours is guaranteed to become true? Instead of all of that time, when you're stuck in a rut, in this depressed state of mind, you could just simply put all of that time in putting in the work, living life, being happy, knowing that everything that you're chasing after will actually be yours. That is my biggest advice to you. Start thinking more positively. Eliminate everything that is negative. Of course, you will have times where you're not feeling as good as you are at certain points in time, but at least don't have any thoughts that go against what you're chasing after. Immediately say no to them. Okay? Will you do that? Hopefully you will, because that's definitely something that I'll be working on. And if you are too, leave a comment. I wish you the best of luck, and God bless.